You'll be good. We'll just flow from there. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that's still teaching the truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes and who the Lord will deliver these last days. To you, always say Shalom. All right, as well as to you, you few Aqua that believe and listen to you, we say Shalom as well. All right, Great Millstone Dallas, back again. Hey, what we're going to go into is prophecy, man, as the Lord commanded us to do. All right, Revelation 19:10, it says what? The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, and we're in a time right now where these prophecies, man, these prophecies are popping like popcorn. Okay? What the Lord said that he would do is coming to pass in these last days, man.
Right.
You see? So while Jake is worried about, you know, getting all distracted and all kinds of BS going on in the world, you know, you got so-called Israelites that are being distracted with all kinds of nuances, man. The elect are honed in and locked in on the signs that the Lord is giving in the heavens right now, man. You see?
I'm sorry, like you said, Yahweh Shai, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. That's why I said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
That's right. Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, which is life, man. And it's ever flowing. You see? When you can go to a place where they got living water, some flowing water, you can actually drink from it, man.
Yep.
You see, versus going to a place where the water just sitting stagnant, it's all stale, and you got little gnats flying above it. You got just, you know, the water look all thick and clumpy. You don't want to drink no water from that, man. That's what the scripture says. As a matter of fact, I know I told you, Joel, too.
Yeah, I can hold it.
Could you grab what is that? Jeremiah 2 and was it 13? I think it is, or 33. They have hewn them out cisterns that can hold no water.
That's around 13 verse.
Okay, yep. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. Yep, verse 13.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 2, verse 13.
I guess the nugget still works a little bit.
God.
For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters,
Yep.
and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that hold no water.
All right, it says they have forsaken me. All right, the fountain of living water, and they have hewed them out cisterns that can hold no water, and they're broken cisterns at that. So here it is, you got a cistern that's sitting with stagnant water, and then secondly, the cistern's leaking.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's like a double win. It's like a double negative, man. You see?
Man.
And when you think about it, it says they have hewed them out cisterns that can hold no water. That goes into these different ideologies, these different philosophies that Jake's into, you know, or trying to climb up some other kind of way. You know, not leaning on Yahweh Shai, trying to you know trying to change the scriptures and change the narrative. You see, at that point, man, you're hewing out a cistern that can hold no water, but you've forsaken the living waters, man. You see, when it comes to following after Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, the Lord, and the scriptures call it the eating the unleavened bread of sincerity, for lack of better words, man.
That's it.
You know, and it,
because the leaven of the Pharisees is the different doctrines that they have. You know what I mean? And that leaven, leaven's the whole lump.
right.
So if you teach us something opposite of what the scriptures are saying, then you pretty much come in with your own spirit.
Yep.
You know, you got it.
Yep. You going up like the apostle said, man. You going up another way, man. You see, and that's always been Jake's problem, man. You know, they don't want to lean upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they don't want to lean upon the one that's actually smiting them, man, which is the Most High. You see, Jake doesn't even recognize that they're even being judged by the Most High. You know, to the point whereas they'll try to go another avenue, another route for comfort, but the comfort really it lies in Yahweh Shai, man. You got it.
It is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that take cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, and that covering, man, when you get that word covering, it also goes, when you get it in the blue letter, that word covering also goes into a false prophet. When you get that word covering in the Hebrew.
Right.
And that word, because it says the shadow of Egypt, right there in that same verse. Can you read that one more time?
Yep, it says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
That they may add sin to sin, man. You see, because they trust in the system that's built. See, Jake doesn't understand the fact that America was built for your punishment, man. America wasn't built for you to come over here and, you know, for lack of better words, prosper, and this is gonna be the end all be all.
Yeah, become a rapper or entertainer, you know? That's what Jake think their whole existence is. You know, most of them don't make it. There's a very small percentage that actually make it in that realm, and then those that so-called do make it, they gotta bow down.
Exactly.
They gotta practice in all type of occultic, sexual magic. You know, they gotta sell out. They gotta, you know, be a bad example to their own people, to destroy their own people. It's a terrible cycle.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I need something to got.
Yeah,
you go ahead, Don. You got some time?
No, you got it.
I got this in 1 Corinthians 1:18. I got it in the NIV though. It says, "For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of the Most High. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, the intelligence of the intelligent I will frustrate." That's beautiful, Brittany. Where is the wise? Where's the wise person? Where is the teacher of the law? Where is the philosopher of this age? Has not the Most High made foolishness the wisdom of the world? So I mean, he said, you know, that was a handful right there. It says, what's the wise person? These guys that's on the internet, the red pill movement, right? Where's the teacher of the law? These various camps that emphasize the law.
Yeah, right.
You know, where's the philosopher of the world? These guys that's into, you know, agnosticism. I forget the one brother that was it was exposed by the Christian guy. Reminds you of that guy. He was into, you know, debunking the Bible.
Egyptology and all that. What's his name?
He was hot for a little bit. Billy Carson.
Billy Carson.
Yeah,
They
right?
told this man.
Right.
Yeah,
The
he's
philosophy,
out there.
philosopher of the world, all that has been dismantled as of lately by these scriptures, man.
Yep.
You know? And the true foundation is Yahushua. That's what people scoff at.
If I could just add one thing to you. Basically, regardless of any of this, you know, false wisdom in this world, prophecy is still taking place. So prophecy is supersedes any of the wisdom knowledge of this world. All right, no matter what you do, Russia's gonna go to war with America.
Right.
No matter what you do or what you say, the MOTB is gonna be pushed. You're gonna have to have a digital currency.
Yep.
Okay, 7 women are gonna take hold of 1 man. All right, there's gonna be collapse. So regardless of what you say, your fake philosophy, you don't believe in the Bible, whatever it may be, red pill, this, red, it doesn't matter. Prophecy is gonna take hold, and it supersedes anything that man can concoct in his mind.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, because I feel you didn't quote this, but I feel like you was about to quote. Well, I can't say that. You was about to quote to Chief Cornerstone. Was you kind of going into the importance of Yahushua?
To a degree, yeah.
To a degree.
I was getting in that.
Most people, they don't emphasize Yahushua.
Thank you.
And what we're seeing that, you know, we need mercy. All of us, even if we know that we're Israelites, bro. The law, such commandments aren't going to keep you, right? We're seeing examples of how people that's boasting in the law, they really can't keep the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Yahushua is so important. Now you have Israel out here saying, oh man, you know, this brother need mercy. We gotta have mercy, we gotta have tolerance. Well, where does that mercy come from?
Exactly.
That comes from Yahushua, bro.
Yeah.
We don't get mercy according to the Old Testament. All of us, you know, are filthy rags, bro.
Right.
Especially if you say you want to live by the law. What it says James 2 and 10. If you want to emphasize the law, then guess what? You have to live by that law. You have to be judged by that law. So by that judgment, we out of there.
Got a good piece of it. This is 2 Peter 2:1. But there were false prophets also among the people,
Right.
even as there shall be false teachers among you,
Yep.
who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord which bought them,
Right.
and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Right. Bringing in damnable heresies, and a lot of that has to do with what? You know, we can keep the law to the T. And I'm the guy who's going to show you how to keep the law. But, you know, we can't do it. We can't keep the law, bro.
And it says denying the Lord thereof.
Right.
Because you're taking away from Yahushua shine.
Right.
You know, he's the one that made it possible for us to get to the Father.
That's it.
Right.
We didn't do this on our own. Shit, we were through.
Right.
The Lord said, I don't want to smell no more your incense, no more your Sabbaths, your new moons, your sacrifices and abominations. So the only way we were able to get back to the Father was through his son Yahushua. But you have guys that act like they can get to the Father without the Yahushua. Y'all got it.
Yep. Let's see. I got one real quick. This is this is for you, Michael. Psalm 51, verse. Let's see. Psalm 51. I'm gonna start at verse 14. I'm gonna read down to verse 17. It says, "Deliver me from the blood guiltiness." Deliver me from the blood guiltiness, O power, thou power of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. It says, O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it.
Right.
Thou delightest not in burnt offering.
Right. So even if we had the avenue to, give the Most High burnt offering, he's not accepting that.
Right.
Where you at again now?
Psalm 51, verse 16.
Hey, because what it says, Isaiah, the first chapter, around 12, it's like, don't, basically Lucy Presley, don't sacrifice no more, bro.
Yes.
You breaking a lot too much. Forget about it.
Yeah.
We don't want it. I don't want it no more. Right? So even if you had that avenue, the Most High is not accepting it.
Right.
He wants an acceptable sacrifice. That sacrifice is Yahushua.
Yep.
And if you don't have faith in Yahushua, then you more than likely you're not a part of the elect.
Can't be. Yep. Just to add on to you don't have, because that's the foundation of our faith is Yahushua. So if you lack the faith in Yahushua, then it's impossible for you to get to the kingdom, because you got to go through Yahushua before you get to the Most High. That's the only way the Most High will actually accept your sacrifice.
Yep.
It's through the sacrifices of the Son we are made clean.
Yeah.
Okay?
And at the end of the day, just adding on to the points, Yahushua is the door, but the scripture tells you that the Father has to draw you to Yahushua.
Right.
So it's like a double entendre. So it's like, here it is. You got the Yahushua is the door, right? He's the way to the Father, but Yahweh himself has to draw you to his Son, so that his Son can give you access.
Yeah. And you can only be drawn to the Son if you were given to the Son from
Exactly.
the beginning. Remember, he said that I don't pray for these, but for those that believe in me through their word. But pretty much, that's, you have given me these men from the beginning, or something along those lines.
John 17, yeah.
I got it.
And you got the porter too, which is the prophet.
Right.
You gotta go the correct way. You have the correct teachers, right? Like the apostles back in the ancient world. You had to go. You pretty much had to go through the doctrine of the apostles.
Turn it around.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You couldn't do your own thing, and you actually see that today. You see guys that are doing their own thing. Okay.
It's not integrated well because their foundation is false. And a huge immense component to that foundation is Yahushua.
That's it.
If you're not emphasizing his importance in this ministry, then you're not really prophesying. Because prophecy gets the spirit of Yahushua, but what does that embody? Him coming back. That's what prophecy is.
Yep. And landing back on the point also too is that Yahweh himself testified of it. If you deny Yahushua, if you deny Yahushua and his validity, his authority, you by default are denying the Father. Point blank, period.
And he said, if you deny me before men, I will deny you before my Father.
Yep. Exactly.
Can you guys read something?
Yeah, go ahead.
To land back on what you were saying. Yeah, this is Matthew 17 and 5. It says, well, let me start at 4. Then answered Peter and said unto Yahushua, Lord, it is not good for us to be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the cloud in the chariot, which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. So Yahweh basically told us to actually listen to Yahweh. Hear what Yahweh is telling you, because what Yahweh is telling you is what I'm telling you. And there's an order to things. Yahweh is that high priest. Israel just couldn't go to the Most High. There always had to be an intercessor. That's why you had the Levites. You had the Levites. You had Aaron. They were set up as intercessors. Right? They didn't have a portion.
I got you, brother.
They
I feel
were
better.
amongst the tribes to be that intercessor for Israel during those times to sacrifice. Now Yahweh is that intercessor. Okay, that you must go through to get to the Heavenly Father. And you have guys that trying to go around another way, and it always ends out bad for them every single time. Yahweh is the ark of the covenant.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
What does the ark do? An ark, it's a bridge.
Yeah.
It's the ark of the covenant. You see what I'm saying? So like even when we read in Matthew 17, it says that the cloud came and Moses, Elijah and Moses stood before them. He went, I was take through tabernacle. The law and the prophets. The law and the prophets.
Yeah.
It makes me think about literally the physical ark of the covenant, where you had the two angels, but they were looking down at the mercy seat.
Right. Arching into each other.
Arching over the mercy seat.
Yeah, yeah.
And the focus is on the mercy seat.
Yeah. And the presence of the Most High would be right there in the mercy seat. That's it.
And what was within the ark? You had Aaron's rod that budded.
Yeah.
You had the manna. And you had the manna.
That's it.
And you know it goes into what? Priesthood. You know what I'm saying? The manna being the true food.
Yeah.
And then the law. Everything
Is embodied.
in Yahweh, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why the temple rent when he was crucified. And that great earthquake, that the temple rent. Because from that point on, now the way to the Father is Yahushua. That's why when Peter and John ran to the sepulcher, John beat him. He waited for Peter to get there. Peter went in first, and then they saw two angels, one at the feet and one at the head of the sepulcher, which is a representation of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Man, that's why the scripture says, man, lo, I'm written in the volume I come in the volume of the book that is written of me.
Yeah.
I delight to do thy will, O Father, man.
Yeah.
Yahweh embodies the will of Yahweh. You see, and with Yahweh doing that, that made access, like the apostles going to, that made access for the nation of Israel collectively to be saved, but it begins with the elect.
Yeah.
Following after Yahweh's footsteps. Yahweh is the prototype. That's the adoption. Exactly.
That's why the book of Hebrews is so important. And that's why certain guys dismiss the book of Hebrews. That book of Hebrews is the glue, so to speak, to understanding, the connection between Yahweh and the Ark of the Covenant and the new way to get to the Father, and the new and living way. Because Yahweh is the Ark of the Covenant, like you were saying. Did it pass?
Yeah. I have something going into the sacrifice now. This is Hebrews 13. I saw the verse 15. It says, by him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai continually. That is, the fruit of our lips giving thanks to his name. His name, the fruit of our lips giving thanks to his name. That's the sacrifice that we have to offer today, man.
Yeah.
You don't gotta go and buy a lamb, a turtle dove, an ox. You know what I'm saying? And actually go and slay it every time you transgress. First of all, you don't have to be the food. Secondly, you don't know that ox or that turtle dove or that lamb, that sheep. You don't know if it's finished. We already did that. We already did the sacrifice, and we weren't able to keep it to the standard of the old law, the old covenant, where if you sin, you got to sacrifice an animal for your sins. The Lord was done with that. I don't want that. Look how wicked Jake is. Just think, Jake in actual power. Right. Jake actually had their own country. You see what I'm saying? Jake had their own land. Jake was in power positions. And you see how wicked Jake is today. How much more back then? That's the reason why the Most High took us down. It didn't give us that ability to sacrifice. Now you must lean upon Yahushua. Yeah. Because the sacrificial ritual, it was remember Moses, he seen a pattern in the heavens of something already going on.
Yep.
See, so
when you see the priest, the tabernacle, you know, veil, the shewbread, the candlestick, the altar, that was all a representation of something that's happening in the heavenly realm, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you see the sacrificial aspect taking place, it's already a preview letting you know that there's another way that's already happening.
Right.
But the thing is that like when you read the book of Galatians, it says that the law was a schoolmaster that led us to Yahushua.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? Like when you read the law, you read it and you know that you've done it.
That's it.
It should make you more contrite and broken to the fact like I need help, I need mercy.
That's it. That's it. I got something for you to back you up. Hosea 14:2. Take with you words and turn to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Say unto him, take away all iniquity, because it begins with repentance, and receive us graciously. So will we render the calves of our lips. You know, which goes hand in hand with what you read in Hebrews 13.
That's the sacrifice, man. You are the sacrifice. You know? You are the sacrifice. The way that you live in the eyes of Yahweh Shai is the sacrifice, man. You sacrifice, you know, you sacrifice family, you sacrifice particular so-called goals and aspirations you have in this world. And the scripture says that every sacrifice needs to be salted with salt.
Yeah.
And fire, man. In order for that sacrifice to be acceptable, the fire has to hit it, man. See? And that fire goes into the different trials and tribulations that you undergo, which test your mettle and test your character. And how I had to go through it, you know?
Yeah, this is Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may be able to prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Right. And so that sacrifice is the way that you live now, man. You being a transformed individual, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, becoming a new creature, a new creation. You see, you cast off the old ways of this world, you cast off that old man, and then you put on the new man, which is in Yahweh Shai, man. You know, it says that what? That you can present, you got to present your bodies a living sacrifice, man. And when you get that word, present in the Greek, it pretty much, you know, I don't want to misquote it. Yeah, if you don't mind, when you get that word present in the Greek, it's actually a pretty heavy word, man. You know, because ultimately, also too, you know, tying in the two same things together. As a bride, you know, what happens? You got to be presented to your bridegroom, and when you're presented, you don't want to have any blemish. You don't want to be, you want to be chaste, for lack of better words. You know, you don't want to have that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Chase version. Like Paul was trying to, you know, ensure that his church was right. Yeah, this is no, I'm sorry. I think the doctrine was on the nation.
Yeah, this is in the Greek for present, paresteme. It says to place beside or near, to set at hand, to present, to prefer, to provide, to place a person or thing at one's disposal.
To place a person or thing at one's disposal. See? Because to a degree, we're at the disposal of Yahweh Shai. Not saying it in a negative sense, but this is our reasonable service. It's like, you know, we're doing what we're required to do at the end of the day, man. You know, we really honestly, we're not doing this to be like, well, you know what, Lord, you know, I'm out there preaching. This is what you gonna do for me? Like a damn nigga one, man. I'm doing this, Lord, so what you gonna do for me? Like, you know, you got a lot of shake that's in that spirit, man. That spirit.
These are reasonable service.
We doing what we just supposed to do.
Yeah, shit. Before Yahweh Shai, we didn't have a chance.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't have a chance, man. You know, the call all Yahweh Shai, man, through his blood, through the sacrifice, man. We've been awoken, man. Like, we actually know what the hell is going on out here, man. You know, which is mercy. This is the first degree of mercy, is actually being able to receive the word, man.
Yeah.
I I was listening to your lesson earlier, man. Most people, like most Jake, they blinded. Like, you know, Jake is walking by, like literally walking up and down the street. Somebody may come up, listen, and then walk off. The Lord doesn't want them to get it, and that's a scary thing, man.
Yeah. All Israel is not of Israel. The Most High has the elect within elect. You see what I'm saying? You have that select reserve wine. You know, from that vineyard, you might have a good vineyard, but you got the most pristine grapes that you keep to yourself. Because you only share it with your family and your friends. You see what I'm saying? That's the elect.
Yeah.
Those are the first two.
Exclusive.
Yeah. The most pristine, the special of the special.
Yeah, because remember when the governor, when they ran out of wine at the wedding, and then Yahushua made that wine, he said most people put the good stuff in the beginning, and then when people are drunk enough, they bring the bad stuff, but you save the best for last. You know? Which is that wine was a representation of him, Yahushua.
Wow. Well, I feel like the scripture also say the Lord sent the apostles before last as well.
Yeah.
You know? So the last is what's so better at the end of a thing than the beginning.
Yeah.
So we're literally at the best time ever since the beginning of the creation of the earth. We're literally in the best time.
Yeah.
And this is why all the prophecies are coming out rapid fire in such in such procession.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
With such intensity. You know, and you got the false prophets as well. They doing their thing. It's all set up in the Most High story.
Yeah.
Okay?
And that's what Yahushua said. All that came before me were I forget how thieves and liars. Yeah.
See?
That's it.
See? And this is why they look at what we're doing as, well, all of a sudden you guys have the truth. People have been saying that for thousands of years, and now all of us, you know, because they don't have that concept that this is truly the end.
Right.
You know, and the Most High has a special spirit. The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. The Lord brought back those spirits in the last days. Like you had Daniel, he was standing in the last days. Ezra, okay, the apostles, you will prophesy to the uttermost part of the earth.
Right.
Okay, that's actually what's going on right now. All right, you got men. Well, what that GMS Finland or something like that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they were called GMS.
Okay. But they were.
I think they were
yeah.
GMS. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if they were affiliates or they're part of GMS, but they were in Finland.
Right. Well, just like Yahushua told his disciples, you know, not to forbid them to speak in his name.
Yeah.
You know, because I forget exactly how it goes, but
who pretty much said
whoever's not against me,
not against me.
Yeah, and whoever's not against me is with me.
With
Something
me.
like that, yeah.
You know, so the Lord is adding laborers even in this 11th hour.
Yeah.
To the harvest or to the labor.
But they did give, you know, the salutation.
Yeah.
Rakate Hawa Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the brothers, you know, so they did give the, you know, the honor, you know.
Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, and any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well also unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
Keep
Going back to the city, y'all out waking up, but and like it, integral party. This is faith. You don't have faith that Yahushua came. You don't have faith that you worship this man. You don't have faith that he's coming back. Then you don't understand prophecy. You're not going to receive that rest. You know, when he comes back, you're not going to have that covenant because he didn't reveal.
I might set my book bag down.
You know. That's very important that we're pushing that vibration in the latter days of faith. Faith in Yahushua. Because we understand, you know, that keeping this law we can't do. We can't emulate. But also well, we can try to our best ability, but when it comes to, you know, keeping it in its entirety, you don't have it. And also the law was given unto us to show how simple we are. To show our shortcomings. And to show how much, in fact, we need Yahushua. You know?
and the scripture says that they reject the builders that rejected the same as come to heaven.
That's it. It says many scriptures on that. I'm sorry, Isaiah chapter 8. You know, and remember what Simeon said. He said this child is set up for the fall and rise of many in Israel. That's at what, Luke the 2nd chapter? You know, so that's, you know, when Yahushua was born, it was very controversial. From his birth to his ministry to his death, even to this day, is very controversial. You know, but the Lord wanted it that way because he didn't want everybody to get it. That's why he made it so simple. That's why he made it enigmatic. And Yahushua said what? He said, and enigmatic is a fancy way of saying puzzle, you know, but Yahushua said to the disciples, he said, it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them that are without it's not given. You know? So Yahushua could either be a gift or a curse. It could be a blessing or a curse. To most, a curse.
Well, yeah, you had David put up that curse. He said, let their table become a snare.
Yep.
You know? So, like the apostle's going into, Yahushua either for you or he's against you. You know, he's that rock of offense, stone of stumbling. You got a lot of individuals that come into the Israelite thing that actually stumble at Yahushua. They get offended. They actually get offended of the words of Yahushua, man. And they try to twist and contort them, fit their own narrative, fit their own spirit. But that's the same spirit that Jake's been in since the beginning, man. Try to make the Most High, you know, the Most High. I'm gonna make the Most High how I want him to be. This is my God.
Don't work like
They
that.
gave you a genius. So, all these false prophecies to really, you know, to fit your comfort. The Lord told me, make essentially, now they ain't necessarily saying it, but they're saying, well, the Lord told me to be a rapper in the truth. The Lord told me to establish this business in the truth. And it's from your dreams, like it says Jeremiah, these crazy ass dreams that Jacob's coming up with. And basically, you want the Most High to fit your narrative. Really, it's supposed to be the other way around. You have to fit his.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then you building your building or your spiritual temple, you're disallowing him,
Right.
the main ingredient. You dig what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, that's the building's built on sand.
Right.
You know, your foundation is sand. Your foundation is not Yahushua. The Apostle Paul said it best, no other foundation can man lay than that which is already laid. And that foundation is Yahushua. If your foundation is not in Yahushua, your whole building's gonna crumble. It don't matter how beautiful it looks. Remember, he told the wicked Pharisees and them, he said, you look like white as sepulchres. They're beautiful on the outside, but on the inside they're full of dead men's bones. You know? So what good is that? I mean, yeah, it looks good, but when you go in there, you know, inside joke, you know, but pretty much that's what the majority of people of Jake in the world are. You know, they're like those white as sepulchres. You know, especially the ones that call themselves, you know, getting into the scriptures. You know, but the main ingredient, like the Elder Mike said, they discard it, which is Yahushua. They push him to the side.
Yeah.
That's why it says denying the Lord that bought them.
Right.
You know, even guys that's in the truth that know the name of Yahushua deny him. You know?
Hey, look at the Shikari. To the outside, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, you know, the way that they speak,
Right.
the debates, the order, the garments, the t-shirts, the music, the intros to the videos.
Right.
You know, the gun, the military.
How they break down the scriptures. Hey, you listen to them, I will give them this. They bring out a lot of scriptures and they know how to persuade, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're not here to persuade, but they have a certain way to break down the scriptures. You can tell that, you know, a lot of those brothers they that was in the camp, they are very students. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, using those big words. You know, they'll be able to confound Christians and, you know, break down the scripture. And then they still look like hood niggas.
Right.
You know, so it appeases both sides. You know, like the intellectual.
Yeah, that mafia thug type of thing, you know. Yeah, that mafia thug mentality. You know, in 1990, you had the mafia music. It's like, I'm a thug, but I'm intellectual. like the 90s, and like in New York, like AZ, Nas, them kind of type of cats.
Yeah.
So he's like, you have flavor. They still have a really flavor to you that's still intellectual. That a lot of Jake, they clean towards because they can't let go of that hip hop culture. It pleases the flesh.
Well, you had a guy named Intelligent Hoodie.
Yeah.
You know, so he's a hood, but he's intelligent.
You're right.
1 Corinthians 2, I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, and I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom.
Right. And hey, that's how the apostles teach, low key. When you listen to the apostle Paul, it's very easy to digest. And it seems like, oh, okay, yeah, you are talking about it's something that's needful.
Yeah.
Talking about these women are needful, bro. We're starting to see a lot of cats getting caught up behind these females, man. These women got sexual deviance on it, sexual demons on it. That's sexual deviance. And so it's okay for women to have sex with another woman. That's glorified here. And a lot of these women that got their head wrapped, they're coming in with that vibration, and they're putting spirits on people, man.
Yeah, that feminism spirit.
Right.
They coming into this thing bringing in that old hoe.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to make
Which
it
is
rhyme.
Asterisk, Il Nana, all those things.
Yep.
That, ironically speaking, that's what King Solomon was getting into. Now you had Hakam, when the elder Bar had brought that out. He was scoffing and saying, he's saying that Apostle Paul was worshiping these deities and get into all that nasty stuff. Well, fast forward, I bet you wish you would listen now.
Yeah.
Bet you your ass would listen now.
Yeah.
That's it.
King Solomon, man, hey. King Solomon went to the dark side.
Right?
Yeah.
He went there. He went there, man. He seen the child sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? He seen the sexual, the temple harlots and things, all that, man. He seen all that, man. King Solomon went all the way to the left.
There wasn't nothing that he pretty much didn't know about.
Yeah.
He said he studied madness. You know, he gave himself over to wine. You know, everything.
Yep.
You know?
A lot of these masons, like these 33rd degree masons and these high level Freemasonry, like when it goes into witchcraft, they get a lot of principles and they go into King Solomon, man.
Right.
That's like one of their main inspirations.
Yep.
Right.
He was like the highest, just being the truth being told, King Solomon, when he went to the left, he was like the highest level witch.
Yeah.
He went there, man.
And we see that in Israel, even in ancient times and even now. If you study the oral laws were the laws that was basically written of oral laws. They added on to the Torah to ensure that the Torah was intact. Like it's talked about in Mark 6:2. You know what I'm talking about.
I'll get it real quick.
Read it out.
Yeah.
Well, they would add these laws, but they were breaking the laws.
Yeah.
And as Esau was creeping in there during what dynasty is that?
Are you talking about with the pharaohs?
No. It's in the Romans. The Romans time. They were ruling. The Edomites were ruling. Not the Herodian dynasty. They were Sadducees. A lot of those Sadducees, they were the Sadducees sect, and so they was up with the oral laws, stuff like that, and they had right commentaries, stuff like that. Those commentaries became what? The Talmud.
Yeah.
So that shows you, even with the law, how you could go left, trying to bend and break the rules. And what do we see? Fast forward now. Jake out there, this Bible, this book is invalid, that book is invalid. We gonna do this or we gonna do that, technicality, this, that. You look up and you done did something freaky.
Yeah. You really going into this?
Right.
Well, that's why Yahushua spoke about the traditions of men.
Right.
You know, I don't know if that's what you're going to read right
I was
now.
gonna read that Mark 6, but I can get that one.
No, I think it's in. No, it's in 7. That's in Mark 7. Mark 6. Yeah, go ahead. No, read what y'all want to read.
Okay. I'm gonna get that Mark just because you brought it up. I'm gonna get it for you. This is Mark chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 1. All right. It says, and he went out from thence and came into his own country, and his disciples followed him. And when the Sabbath day was come, he began to teach in the synagogue. And many hearing him were astonished, saying, from whence hath this man these things? And wait, it's you know what? No, I think it's down far. I'm sorry.
Okay, Father.
Mark 6.
talking about they washing their hands.
That's the 7th chapter.
That's
So 7 and 1.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
That's all right, brother. No, you was in the vicinity, brother. You was in the ballpark. Now you good, brother. You know how many times I call the wrong scripture? I said Romans, but no, the Psalms.
I'll read it from the top. Yeah. Mark 7 and 1. Then came together unto him the Pharisees.
We ain't gonna crucify you here, brother, for that.
Thank goodness.
You know? I mean, other dudes that say, see, that shows that. See, that's the works of the flesh. See, reason why he can't get it together is because he, you know, some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Which the scribes, if you look at the scribes, they were Sadducees. Now the Sadducees, they emulated a lot of Greek customs. They allowed a lot of Greek customs into the church. These scribes were lords of the law, and they had commentary and stuff like that. That what certain things was allowed, right? Which they again that commentary, local go tomorrow into this tomorrow. That became the Talmud. We don't have what the Talmud is.
Yeah. You had the Babylonian Talmud, and I believe you had the Jerusalem Talmud. Two of them. And that thing is foul.
Yeah, it's fair.
And it makes sense because they didn't accept, most of them didn't accept Yahushua. Because the Sadducees, they didn't accept, the resurrection. They didn't accept spirits.
Yeah, they accept spirits.
Yeah.
They didn't accept it, and they were mixing things with the heathen. You know what I'm saying?
Once you take your foundation off of the right way, Satan will come there and give you all types of things. That's that little leaven. That's that leaven, the whole lump. Now you think it's way out shit.
Right. And that's what we see happening. Hey, that's what we see going on. Right now, right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's happening right now before our eyes. And this is because that,
Verse 2, and when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found fault.
Now this was a tradition. You had to wash your hands before you ate. This is an example of an oral law, right? So it was kind of like it wasn't written down per se, but it was tradition for them to wash their hands. These traditions became, in the eyes of the Pharisees and the Sadducees or the scribes, it became basically like the written law.
Yeah.
Like it was important.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you didn't keep it, you was cut out. You were accused of crimes. So like you had the Samaritans, you had Jakes that were among the Samaritans, and they were pretty much labeled as what's that label?
Barbarian?
No, apostates.
Oh yeah.
There were they were labeled apostates. So a lot of those labels of apostates could have been because they were breaking those traditions, and they didn't want to follow behind the traditions. Hey brother, they called Yahushua a Samaritan. There was a lot going on back then.
There's a scripture in the Apocrypha where it says they mention the Samaritans and the Edomites. Says
Yeah. That's Ecclesiasticus 50 or 51.
Your memory good.
Shit, I'm catching hell over here.
Verse 3, for the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands off, eat not, holding the tradition of the elders.
Right. And then if you do research on the oral law, they say that the oral law came actually from the time of Moses. So these various oral laws, along with the Torah, was passed down. It's a part of the inheritance. You got to think, this is, post Hasmonean dynasty. You know what I'm saying? So Jacob fought tooth and nail to keep it intact. Even adding on oral laws to make sure that culture was intact. You know what I'm saying? Then along comes Yahushua, he's breaking that thing up like, nah, it's not how you do, baby. I'm going to show you how to do it. And that caused
Do you have it? Or that's the way it is?
And when they come from the market,
I didn't change my setting on it.
Not, and many other things
Like me and mine, I can open
which
it up.
they have
Let me see.
received to hold, as the washing of cups and pots
don't
brazen vessels.
Right.
I don't
So
know.
they got so
don't
tedious
Oh,
miss
whoops.
where
Oh, it's just the highlights.
they would
Okay,
have
yeah.
debate
So
on
I
whether
don't
or
know. I
not
have to look
water
into
was
it.
clean
Sorry, no
after
worries.
you
Okay.
Because I
pour
know
it
sometimes
out.
you could, you
That's
know,
how
like, see, like, watch.
stringent they was when it came to keeping these
Oh,
oral
you know what? It
traditions.
might be like
And
that.
within them keeping the law, these
There
oral
you go.
traditions in the
That's
laws
what
that
I think
they
that's
That's the most that goes out.
they were
Yeah.
actually breaking the law because they didn't understand what the law was written about. It was supposed to be a ray of light, not necessarily the stringent writing and other laws. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this way and that way and get tedious. The whole spirit of the law, you know, they didn't understand. They thought that being stringent and keeping to the T led to their righteousness. And within that, they became puffed up, bro.
But they weren't even keeping it. That's what Yahweh Shai said, you know, well, actually, he said it through the mouth of the Apostle Paul. You that tell somebody not to steal, do you steal?
Right.
You tell them don't commit adultery, do you commit adultery? You say don't worship idols, do you commit sacrilege?
Yeah.
You know, so they were being hypocrites. And you know that's one of the main things that pissed Yahweh Shai off. Was a goddamn hypocrite.
Make them talk.
Talking that extra hard shit, you probably a chump now.
Right. This is what we see going on now. With the flavor of the law. You know, hey, you know, it is what it is, baby. You know what I'm saying? You was talking big and you got caught out there. And the reason why is because you wasn't interested in your homicide. That's the biggest thing, man.
I'm saying that you don't gotta worship your house side and all that kind of madness, man. But there's plenty of scriptures where it says that when people hang out, God will worship.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, here it is, he's the judge. All judgment's committed into his hands. But you don't want to worship the man that all judgment's given unto. Man, he paid your sin. So here it is, you was $9 billion a day. Knowing damn well you wasn't gonna pay it off.
You couldn't pay it off.
Yeah, it can't. It's impossible. You know?
I got a quick precept to go back to that about what you were saying about the law. This is Matthew 23 and 23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithes of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith.
Right? Judgment, mercy, and faith. You know what I'm saying? Our people don't exemplify that. Especially these guys that claim that they're supposed to be, you know, just the keepers of the law to the T. You got guys that say it's all about the law, and it's really, really, you know what I'm saying, dark things, bro. Not necessarily sexual deviance, but just period. Just unmerciful. You know? You got guys at IUIC, a female come by, they harass them. Don't let that female be a part of GMS. They gonna lie on a woman and everything, man. That's not honorable work. You know what I'm saying? Lying saying brothers doing this and doing that to kids, that's not honorable.
Yeah, but then they'll tell you wear your fringes.
Yeah.
Keep the law. But they be lying on us, bearing false witness. You know, talking about that we swap women. What the fuck you talking about? You don't swap no fucking women. You know?
No, I was just gonna say this is Yahweh Shai cursing them out, saying you hypocrites. Because here it is, you're telling the people don't do this, don't do that. You're holding these people to this measure, and then you can't even meet that measure. You more wicked than them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because here it is. I tell you to keep. They'll sit there and tell you that the Lord will kill you. The Lord will kill you if you don't got your fringes on. Right? On the Lord will kill you if you don't got your fringes on.
Yeah.
But they'll sell the fringes. They'll sell you the fringes.
Man, that's what Alizé said. Y'all should be stoned for saying that if a man goes to his family's house and get Thanksgiving, he eat a turkey sandwich. But it comes out that your man, what's the guy? I don't know. I ain't gossip knowledge. But one of your members, he said, man, yeah, man, have it at your crib. It's all good. Extorting people, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, your body got to go to work and stuff, and here you are, you know what I'm saying, panhandling. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from those actions is coming from the leadership, man.
Well, look at the leader. So
As a king of a people is, so as a ruler of the people is, so as officer.
Yep. As the ruler of the city is, so are the people.
Yeah.
Essentially. So from the top down, you already know that the whole thing is corrupted because the leader is corrupted. So the officers are going to be corrupted, and then they're going to corrupt the individuals that follow them. And they got a lot of people that got disgusted with the truth because they had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Thinking that they're coming into a brotherhood. You know, they learned that they're Israelite and you're supposed to have each other's back. And you got people extorting them. You got all type of crazy shit going on. You know, you're gonna have to pay for those souls, man.
Yeah.
Ultimately, they weren't of the elect, regardless. But that blood is still gonna be required on your hands.
See.
Okay.
I got something real quick. This is Jeremiah. Okay, here it is. Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 5. It says, why then is this, I'm sorry, verse 4. It says, moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit, they refuse to return. See, and our people hold fast to deceit. Right? See? And the scripture says that it says that our people like they're like foxes in the desert.
Yep.
You know, just waiting to pounce on something. You know? See, and they'll use the glitz and the glamour of the garments. They'll use the armbands. They'll use the raptors, like I said.
Worldly
They'll use
shit.
the outward appearance.
Worldly shit. Worldly shit.
Yeah, they'll use the worldly shit, man.
Rank.
The rank.
You got 50 soldiers, 100 soldiers, y'all. It's cute labels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, in the day, it don't mean nothing.
Hey, well, remember the Yahweh said about the wicked Pharisees, and then we said you love to be called rabbi in the markets.
Yeah.
They like those titles, those big elevated titles.
And that flattery, well, the scriptures say beauty is deceitful and flattery
And favor is vain.
favor is vain. Tawana. Favor is vain. Ultimately, it gives you a false sense of reality, a false sense of security of who you actually are. And you small in the Bible. Okay, all of us are actually small. But certain guys, they prop themselves up. And like they're big guys. And what happens? The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
That's it.
So you see these so-called leaders, these Israelite leaders, they falling hard, man. They falling hard. Like some crazy way out shit.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, and the best is yet to come.
Yeah, that was one of the worst judgments I've ever seen in my short years. They had to go out like that.
And it was swift.
Yeah, like overnight.
I mean, you would rather get shot in the head than that, something like that.
Like hearing something like that and that information coming out, man, it's like that's so shameful. Like you don't even want to live. You don't want people to see you in the light, in the limelight no more. Out another while you use the individual that like.
And check it, he loved the limelight. He was all about putting himself out there, being on camera, going to popping some podcast to podcast, rap music, doing this, doing that. So now the Most High pretty much mess your whole gig up, man. Making all that money. Now if you try to do a comeback, they gonna bring up that topic. What about that? What about that thing? You know, the clubs. You know?
And you probably gonna sell out now, player.
Yeah.
You probably gonna go to
I
Hollywood.
mean, yeah, you getting freaky for free, you might well get paid.
Man,
Next tale.
no, I got verse 6. It says, I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness, saying, What have I done? Everyone turned to his course as the horse rushes into the battle.
Woo!
That's one of your favorite scriptures. Because like when you think about it, it's like when you go into battle, imagine like the horse, you know, the horse is going to do his thing and you on the horse and you're going to control it, but they all over the place, man. And that's what you see Jake today, man. Jake is all over the goddamn place, man.
And what's an example in the apocrypha about the elephant crushed this one guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they talking about
Jonathan.
the
Was it Jonathan?
See, that was him. You trying to rush the battle on the highways and byways, you got your ass crushed, man. You weren't being humble, you weren't being respectful. There you go.
That's Jeremiah the first chapter.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It says pretty much, matter of fact,
Get it, let's get it.
Jeremiah 1.
Now we're gonna go back to that Mark 7. Mark 7:3 for the Pharisees. I start at 4 again. And when they come from the market, except they wash, is going into the traditions of the tradition of men that Jake actually esteemed higher than the tradition of Yahweh Shai, the scriptures, the word. Okay. except they wash, they eat not, and many other things there be which they have received to hold, as the washing of cups and pots and brazen vessels and of tables.
Right. So they were very tedious in, washing everything and having certain ceremonial rites before they actually ate, man.
Yeah.
Jake was very particular, and we over here talking. Jake over here talking about they keep the law. You don't know what the law looks like, man. You don't know what keeping the law looks like, bro. Jake was particular in the law. That's how seriously they took it. Jake throw fringes on the tall teeth, think they cool.
Right. I'm keeping the law. Check me out.
With an edge up.
With the edge up.
The whole time, see, they pick and choose laws that are convenient for them. What about the browning of the beard, the corner of the beard, the hairline? They don't keep that law.
No, they don't.
What about the long hair? They don't. Well, that's not a law, Paul, and that's why they throw out Paul.
I'm a Nazarite.
Yeah, that's right, huh? Yeah, that's right.
Man.
Woo!
Yeah. But see, there's gonna be even greater because look, ultimately these guys are still alive. The Most High is gonna actually drop missiles on these guys. Okay, the Most High is gonna allow them to take this, to see him, and to push that over to their congregation. Because when you read the scriptures, here it is, the truth is here, and that's a beautiful thing. Brothers are waking up. That's a beautiful thing. But also the scriptures say, some shall wake up to everlasting life, and some shall wake up to shame and everlasting contempt. Not all Israelites are the correct prophets, are the right prophets of the Heavenly Father. There's always been a greater supply of false prophets than the prophet of the Most High. Okay, what about Elijah? All right, you have the captain and his 50. Okay, the prophets of Baal. Okay, you have the prophet Micah. Or you had all these. You have the righteous prophets of the Heavenly Father that Jake came against. It's the same thing happening right now. It's the same exact. Oh, you GMS this, you do and all we're doing is just we're defending the gospel. But that just goes to show you that pretty much you have the house of David, the house of Saul. You have that duality, you have that battle, you have that fight. Right. The Most High is always about a fight. He's a man of war. All right.
That's where the word theater goes back to. It goes back to the field. Which means, like this is the Lord's theater. We're like the cat, we're like the actors. And within theater, you're gonna have a protagonist and an antagonist. You're gonna have conflicts. You know what I'm saying? But that's all part of the Lord's story. Laying back.
Yep. May I get that for you? Now this is Galatians 6 and 12, and I have it in the NIV. Those who want to impress people by means of the flesh are trying to compel you to be circumcised. The only reasons they do this is to avoid being persecuted for the cross of Messiah.
Yeah, they're politically correct Israelites.
Yeah.
They're Israelites with a Christianity twist. They're Israelites with, they don't want to hurt the women. They don't want to hurt the women's feelings.
Yeah, what about the sisters?
Yeah, the sisters, because they know when the sisters come in, that money's coming in.
Yeah.
They don't want to rub anybody the wrong way.
Hey, even recently, Elder, look at the Safari camp. Now, these guys supposed to be, the 50 cents of Israel. Got that the fitty hat on, touch it to the side with the gat. And you got the guy that's now head over that's now head over Safari. He asking for a hug. From who? From vocab alone. He said, first and foremost, I just want to say, why ain't you hugging me? Nigga,
get your ass out of here. Which makes me believe that, and it makes sense that these guys have been infiltrated.
It's very possible.
That could have been like a shaming ritual with Sakari to bring in another guy. That whole group has been infiltrated. Now, when you start rubbing shoulders with vocab alone, you gotta say, what's going on here?
And then months later, the same platform which you started going off on, the Sinetta camp, Sinetta arena.
He like a camp,
That arena, you got vocab alone there saying, this is why I hate Israelites. Yeah. And then you got that nigga Yeah. Mr. Boombastic, that nigga, talking about, yeah, I hate him too.
Yeah, he calls Bo Camelot his brother.
His brother.
Yeah. You know what? I hate the Israelites as well. You know what I'm saying? Nigga over here got a prosthetic ponytail hanging out.
Yeah.
You know, that's a sign. Really, the full ponytail that was what the young men of Egypt did. By the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these niggas are like, what? Hey, this is a sign that we at the end.
Hey, that just goes to show you the humor of the Heavenly Father. You know, when he makes these characters, you know, because each individual down here is a character. You know, like you're in a video game and you create the character. You know, right before you even get to the main story, you know, you got to create the character, the skin color, the hair, the eyes. You know what their profession is going to be, what their personality is going to be. Basically, what their story is going to be down here on Earth, man. All right, you got this way out weird ass characters down here. Some bugged out individuals. Okay, and they're Israelites.
Yeah.
Okay, what the scriptures say, I would choose their delusion.
Yeah.
So these guys are actually delusional. Both sides, he's blinded their minds. Okay, and one thing that all these different sects, you can call it, or different religions, Egyptology, Kemetism, you know, Christianity, Islam. One thing that they can all agree on, or one thing that they can do, is come together to come against the Israelites.
Yep.
They can all come together. They'll fight each other, but they'll all come together and agree to say we hate the Israelites, which shows you that this is the truth. Okay, where else is the truth? So we should go to Egypt. We should go where? Well, number one, that whole Egyptology shit. That's Esau. Egyptology. Right. They started that whole sect.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't have a concrete answer. You say you about to communicate and everything like that.
And what one thing that separates this truth, you know, from all these other, you know, so-called religions, is prophecy, man. None of the book of the dead, the Talmud, okay, the Quran, the Epic of Gilgamesh, you know, whatever fucking book you got out there, where the scriptures say no one shall want her mate. You can't put these different religions, these different books with the Bible. All right, and they don't speak about the end times. They don't tell us why we went into captivity.
Right.
All right, Jake complained, oh, the white man did this, the white man. Well, why did he do this? Right. Why you believe in the Most High, right? Why did the Most High allow this to happen? When you ask Jake these simple questions, they can't give you the answer. You know, they like you can see that their eyes open up big, their mouth come out wide, and they can't tell you why we're in the situation. Neither can they tell you the solution.
You know, brother. That's it. That's it. Because, you know what I'm saying, we emphasizing how Jake is talking about the law and how it's going to save you, but the law can't save you. We can't emulate the law in perfection in his flesh. We need a mediator. That's what Yahweh Shah came, and that's what he was telling the Pharisees. They couldn't receive it though. Hey, I got you, brother.
Yep, this is Mark 7:6. He answered and said unto them, well hath Elias prophesied of you hypocrites. Yeah. As it is written, this people honors me with their lips.
Right.
But their heart is far from me.
That's right. So you got Jake out there saying, yeah, the law. You got to keep the law. The law. And, you know, you sound great, but you're breaking the law extremely. Like, the stuff that you into, bro, in the ancient world, we would have to have a debate on whether or not to stone your ass. Like, should we do this? Like, did you hear about that? We might need to go.
Well, the scriptures say that there shall be no sodomites
right.
You know, amongst the children of Israel. It don't matter if a man doing it or a woman doing it. That's you being a sodomite. That's a sin unto death, really.
Yeah. And committed adultery.
And hormone.
Yes.
And then what about all the other things? Because you know these guys are reservoir dogs. It's gonna be way more stuff coming out, man. There's gonna be women coming out doing videos. I'm the third wife. He did this. He did that. The Most High is gonna humiliate these guys before you take them out. Okay.
Right.
Everybody coming out talking about the people, you know what, this happened to me. You the ass, that's why that food get played. Right. Like, damn, like, this is weird shit.
Right.
That's what happens when your foundation is not Yahushua. Satan is there.
And notice these are the same guys that say we don't have to worship Yahushua.
Yep.
And Yahushua is just a man to them.
Hey, you're right, Todd. You said earlier, a lot of these guys they are into Gnosticism. A lot of that's what the Galatians was into. When you read it in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, if you read what they was into, the Galatians was into basically lasciviousness, getting into commit adultery, stuff like that. And you know that's going on in these camps that got women. When you mix men and women together, something gonna happen, bro. If you got a store that you running and a man and female is in there working together, somebody gonna get smashed. How much more so for an organization?
When the Apostle Paul was speaking about that, chambering, rioting.
Right.
The chambering was, like you go to a party, right, and they're rioting, then you get drunk, get together, they will have orgies right now. That was a Greek and Roman custom.
And that back is spirit.
Right. Yep. Hey, you talk about that Revelation. And the spirit of Balaam. And the spirit of Balaam, which is what? Baal Peor, which means the god of the open. So basically, that anything goes mentality. Jake in there, it's gonna come out. Jake freaky. That's always been our downfall.
Jay-Z was wearing that shirt, do as thou wilt. And that was a quote directly from Alex McCraw. Do as thou wilt, for that is the whole something of the law. You know?
That's the basis of Satanism. Well, that's what America was founded really upon. When they talk about the freedom, that's actually what they're talking about, the freedom to do as thou wilt, to worship any God that you want, whatever sexual orientation that you want, wherever you want, anything, hopefully anything goes, just pay your taxes. Right. You know? That's all you gotta do is pay your taxes, and you can be a freak, and nobody can judge you. You can eat till you fucking drop dead, you can be 600-700 pounds, it don't matter. Okay, you can be a dog one day, you can be a woman the next day. Or you can cut your rod off one, do as thou wilt. And there's gods attached to these behaviors.
Yep.
Okay, there's actual spirits. These are sacrifices that these individuals participate in. Some willingly know, some don't. But it all feeds into that same demonic spirit. That's why it's growing, it's prospering. All right?
Some of them, what you said sparks on. Some of them end up sexual, typical prostitutes don't even know it, bro. A lot of these females get into this. A lot of them are typical prostitutes don't even know it. They probably get turned, man, all types of stuff right now.
Like the pastor, like some of the, like some of the guys in the congregation.
Yep. Well, the problem, you guys talk about that one West, where you have women going from one man to another man. All right, you even have women in this Israelite community that be jumping from camps. They might get with a brother and then it don't work out, They don't work out, then they go to another camp. And the same thing, see what I'm saying? The same thing happens over and over and over again, okay? So it's nothing new under the sun. It's the same spirits coming back. Just like the prophets are coming back, doing exactly what they did in the past. The false prophets are coming back, doing exactly what they did in the past. The hoes is coming back, doing exactly what they've been doing in the past, being hoes. Okay, sodomites, they're here. All these spirits are here, ultimately to be judged by Yahweh Shai. Whether that's going to be a good judgment, all right? Like you go to, you sue somebody and the judgment is you get $1 million. That's a good judgment. Or the judge hit that gavel and your ass got 50 years. Okay? Or the death penalty. All right, everybody's getting ready to receive the things that they have done in this body. All right, and everybody's work is getting ready to be exposed by that fire. So ultimately, you're not going to be able to hide the fact that you was a nigga. Okay, behind the camera, you get on the camera and speak, do this, do that. You can turn the camera off, and you can be a nigga in your life. Now, ultimately, you're gonna be exposed by the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Remember, the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So the Lord will have it to where somebody just at the right time, at the right place with a camera on, just, you know what I mean? And it comes out, or you send a text to somebody, the wrong person, or if somebody hacked your phone, who knows? Whatever it may be. Or somebody's disgruntled and they come out, hey, just expose it all. Okay? It's gonna come out. All right? And what's gonna happen is they want those type of things to happen to the righteous prophets, right? But you ain't gonna be able to find them.
They can't let, there's not going to be no charge laid to the work.
That's it. Right. They're gonna have to create a false narrative like they did with Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know, and deep fakes say that we did certain things, but ultimately, the righteous men, they're going to be justified by Yahweh Shai anyway. It's not like you individuals have the power over life and death. That only comes from the Heavenly Father. So we know that we're going to be shamed and persecuted. That comes with the territory. But if you are being persecuted for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. Okay?
That's something like a murder.
This is Mark 7:7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of the Most High.
Hey, what it says that they fear based on the precepts of man. So the understanding of the nature of the Most High, a lot of these guys, man, it's worldly things. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to keeping the law. We keep the law to our perfection. That's gonna make us pure. You know, me wearing fringes on everything, that's gonna make me pure. Lord, sees me trying. It's has nothing to do with faith.
Yep. And they do all that to be seen of men. You know, because the Most High the Most High judges the intent of man. You can actually go off, but you in your mind you wasn't intended to be wicked. The Most High can justify you, right? But you can be seen of men like you're righteous, but the intent in your mind is wicked. Okay? The Most High is going to judge the heart of man. See? And you guys that claim to be, I'm righteous in the law, well, you're gonna be judged according to the law. And no man, save Yahweh Shai can meet that standard.
Right.
All right, so that's you're done. That's why we know we can. That's why Yahweh Shai is at the forefront of our ministry. All right, he's the foundation of our faith. All right. Verse 8: For laying aside the commandments of the Most High, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such things ye do. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of the Most High, that ye may keep your own tradition. For Moses saith, honor thy father and thy mother, and whosoever curses father or mother, let him die the death. But ye say, if a man shall say to his father or mother, it is Corbin,
Right.
that it
Means a gift. So you have to describe the Pharisees. What they were doing is they were basically holding back their money that they could have been given to their parents and say, well, I'm going to give this to the temple. But you know what was going on in the temple? Exchanges was going on. So you can put your money in the temple and somebody come in and exchange money for what they have in Jerusalem. Hey, you making money, you making profit. You know what I'm saying? So they were saying, look, I'm putting my money in the temple, and I know I need to take care of you guys, but I'm doing God's will.
Right.
And really they were getting paid.
being slick, trying to be slick.
They being slick.
Yeah, the smallhead got it from G, really.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, dealing with those finances, right? Those that are in the temple, they was wicked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They was getting that paper. They was getting that money.
Yeah, especially around Passover time.
You got the exchange and the currencies and all the people would come in from different areas and they would have to buy sheep. That's why the Lord took the temple.
Everybody
Man.
so upset.
They do that. They do that now. When you come to the Passover, $500 organ cycle.
Same thing.
You know that you have to buy. You have to buy a Passover garment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to fly out.
Yeah, you gotta fly out.
You got to do this. You got to do that.
Yeah,
That's a whole big. That's a big money scheme. They know Passover, man. We gonna get shit. We gonna get 20, 30,000. You know what I mean? In our pocket. Nice, you know.
And then when you went to the temple, you couldn't pay anything in the temple. You had to use the half shekel. So you have to exchange whatever money it was to get the half shekel. So that they were making you pay more money so that they could get paid.
It's like interest.
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit going on.
The half shekel, also like what it's called the Tyrian shekel. You know, when they would go in and they, like you said, they would switch it around. You know, they would charge the interest.
Yeah.
It was really the temple was like a central bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a central bank of the people. So
Right.
they were coming in, traffic, trade.
Well, it's like these different websites they got selling merchandise. It's like the same shit.
Same thing.
And the temple is online now.
Yeah.
It's been in the temple.
Yeah, cause if you got an online store, man, you e-commerce, bro, you making money. You got people traffic,
Yeah, you got a niche market too.
you know. The Israelite market,
Yeah.
that's a market right there. You can really tap in and make a bag. And this is what these guys are doing. They tapping in, making a bag.
Yeah.
Because you buying Hebrew names,
Yeah. That's weak.
Hebrew counseling,
Right.
Hebrew prayers. Hey, give me $30, I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's indulgence. That's basically what caused the split of Catholicism and Protestantism, bro. It's, you know, you had the Catholic Church going hard, selling everything that wasn't nailed down, including prayers. And now, fast forward, you got Jake doing, which shows you that's us who started that, bro. That was Jake who started Catholicism, bro. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Verse 9, and he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment. I read that. Verse 11, but ye say, if a man shall say to his father or mother, it is Corbin, that is to say, a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, he shall be free. And ye suffer him no more to do aught for his father or his mother.
That's right. So you say, a man says, "Oh, this is a gift for the temple." You know, that exempts him from having to take care of his parents, and that's going on. You're supposed to honor your father and your mother by taking care of them. You know,
Making the word of the Most High of none effect through your tradition.
breaking the law. So that mindset of being stringent with the law, yet breaking it, is still going on to this day.
Show you it's a spirit. Just like this stuff going on today in these camps. That some of them guys were in that one West,
Right.
but they still embodying that spirit of what was going on back in One West. So stuff that's going on today too, stuff that goes all the way back to the time of Yahweh Shai. You know, they're doing the same exact thing. It's the same spirits coming back.
Well, Yahweh Shai said, if I may add, Yahweh Shai said what? He said, fill ye up the measures of your fathers.
Yeah.
You know? When you fill the measure up of your fathers, pretty much, you coming back to the reincarnation, you got to fill up those arms so that they could be, that certain number could be fulfilled.
Yeah, because the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, so the spirit of them demons is subject to them. You know?
They carrying those same sins back then from now. So that's why they get judged, because the Psalm speaks about how should a young man cleanse his ways. Ain't been cleansed. So now they get judged and still carry much sins from the past.
Yeah. Hey, because the high priest got Yahweh Shai killed, man.
Yeah.
And so, but now we go in time of judgment. Look what happened to the self-proclaimed high priest. You can't tell me that's what judgment is.
Yeah, but you know it's heavy. Like the same Caiaphas, he spoke up for Yahweh Shai at one time. No, y'all don't know that this man is for the for the fallen. I forget exactly how he said it, to bring back the nation or something like that in St. John 11 chapter, right? But then he's the main one that condemned it later on.
What if that spirit of Saul? You know, where he was with David for one moment, and then as spirit of Satan jumped on him, and then he wanted to kill David. You know, so the Most High, yeah, he'll have guys say certain good things. He even had Sakari say good things about GMS. Oh yeah, they got the truth, and then the next out of the same mouth on the other side, cursing us out, coming against their elders. Okay, but that just goes to show you that, you know, these individuals are hypocrites, and they feel in that measure of their fathers, the false prophets. Okay, they're doing exactly the same thing that their fathers did because they are their fathers coming back in the reincarnation.
That's that generation. Yahushua, he said, man, look, like, that generation has to be judged. Yahushua said it. Did they get judged back then? To a degree, remember, you know, Jerusalem fell, but like it's talking about the ultimate judgment.
Oh yeah.
See?
And
They did get judged.
he said it'd be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than for them guys.
That's it. But that didn't the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah that was likened, I already said, to Sodom and Gomorrah didn't happen in Jerusalem.
Right.
Now Jake got judged. You know, the Lord brought the Romans in 70 AD, which Yahushua prophesied of that. But what judgment is going to be likened unto Sodom and Gomorrah? It wasn't like the days of Noah during the time of, you know, that's talking about this time.
Yeah,
They have to pay. They gotta pay for that. They gotta pay for what they did to Yahushua too, man.
Yeah.
You know, charging them and, you know, lying on them, spitting on them, punching them in the face. And prophesy will hit me. And wow, you know what I'm saying? Prophesy will hit me. You know, just kicking them.
Yeah.
They gotta pay for that shit, man.
Esau don't even do shit like that. You know, that just goes to show you how wicked our people are, man. And this is why such heavy judgments are coming before the 2/3. And what the scriptures say, what only with thy eyes shall thou see the reward of the wicked.
Yeah.
So we gonna as we see their blasphemies, their wicked ways, their evil ways, we gonna actually see their judgment as well, man. That's also a delight. That's also a benefit. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 25th chapter. You know.
I got one.
Oh, you go ahead.
This is Luke 16 and 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
That's it.
But the Most High knoweth your heart.
Yeah, yep. See, the Most High knows your mind. Okay, you can come on the internet and play it. You can play a character, a personality. That's what it's called. You can play a righteous man. You can play the role of a chief priest, a chief high priest. All right, but the Most High knows what you're doing in the dark. He knows what you're doing when you're off camera. He knows your thoughts. Yep. Okay? You're being judged by your heart, man, the intents of your mind. Okay? Go ahead.
And he said unto them, Luke 16 and 15, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men
Yep.
is abomination in the sight of the Most High.
That's it. Go ahead, got it.
The law and the prophets were. You read?
Yeah, go ahead.
The law and the prophets were until John. Since that time, the kingdom of the Most High is preached, and every man presseth on into it.
Okay, read that first part again.
Luke 16 to 15. I'm in NLT.
Okay.
Then he said to them, you like to appear righteous in public.
That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Oh, look at my fringes. I've never broken the law. Yeah. The law. I'm righteous.
Right.
Look at me.
Right.
Hey, you know what? Jake likes that. Like our people actually like that arrogancy.
Yep.
You know that false righteousness. You know they're always looking for a spiritual leader. You know somebody to guide them.
Looking for a hero.
To turn their eyes to the wickedness. Not to rebuke. Really, Jake don't want to get rebuked. Jake don't want to be corrected.
Jake want to just be told they special. They want somebody to tell them in a different fashion that they ain't unique.
Yeah, all you gotta do is wear your fringes and you're covered. The Most High gonna come and grab you up. You're gonna destroy Esau. You gonna be in the kingdom because you wearing fringes.
The scripture says that a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. You know? They seek after a sign, they think it's something tangible, physical. Or they got sin.
And Yahushua was the sign.
I was gonna say it's just like in the wilderness, you know, Jacob's getting their ass controlled by the fiery serpent. So the Lord commanded Moses to build a pole with a brazen serpent upon it. Whereas if you look upon that serpent, if you get bitten, you wouldn't die. But you had to have faith. It was faith based. It was obedience with faith, mixed with faith, to understand and know if I look at the serpent, I'm good.
So it's okay to be faith-based?
Hey, I'm a faith-based Israelite.
That's right.
I'm a faith-based doomsday Israelite.
Ooh.
Right?
That's right.
But what did Jake end up doing though? Jake ended up actually using that brazen serpent, started worshiping it, man. They literally started worshiping the brazen serpent.
Nehushtan.
Jacob's speculation. You know, finish it real quick. He said, "You like to appear righteous in public, but the Most High knows your hearts. What this world honor is detestable."
Like you like to get on all fours and dominate. You know?
See how Mike
That's
look
just,
back.
that's the reality. The Most High knows your heart. He knows what you do in the dark.
Wait, what? Did I hear you right?
But in front of everybody, you're this great high priest, chief high priest.
Yeah, talk about atomic dog. God damn.
God.
But
damn.
the whole time you like to get your back blown out
Yeah.
and your cheeks clapped. Okay? But bro, that's crazy. These are the guys that are setting themselves up to be the top guys in Israel.
Cursing everybody out.
So how much more are these other false leaders? When the Most High opens up that closet of the skeletons. Because look, and we're in a digital age. Everything comes out, man.
Floodgates of truth.
Everything is online and it can never be deleted. You can try to take the video down, somebody written the video already and put it on a different site. Or
That's
put it
what
on a hard
happened.
drive.
That's what happened. Like the video came out, it was blocking the channels on, the steering on, brother. You download that bug, and that was it.
That was the
Yeah,
spirit.
he got it down quick too, but Jake got it. Most High put the spirit on certain brothers to save it. And it was just like, and then it came out, it was like, oh my God, this nigga right here.
Go ahead.
It says, "What this world honor is detestable in the sight of the Most High."
Yeah, so you aligning yourself with this world, or like we getting on the Alizé, man. He going to all these different podcasts, No Jumper, was it No Jumper or Adam, whatever the fuck that shit is called. You know, Adam 22, No Jumper, whatever that is. When you rubbing shoulders with known sodomites, man. Known cucks, Satanists, yeah, actual Satanists. Just so you can get out and be a top guy amongst the world. You want the glory, you want the honor. Oh, look what about Nathaniel, where he rode in on a horse. Here it is, Yahweh Shai, he came in on a donkey, and you ride in on a horse with two white women holding the horse behind you.
When did Yahweh Shai and the disciples, when did they ever bring the horse into the crib for the Passover? You see Yahweh Shai rolling in on a horse into the house, you know what I'm saying?
He came.
Yeah, he came on a donkey.
Yep, he came on a donkey, on an ass, which was prophetic.
And when the people went to make him a king,
yep.
he fled away.
Yep.
Some guys would be, yes, oh yes.
Oh, they would love that.
Yeah.
They love those positions. They love those high seats. They love to be called, like the elder apostle was warning to, rabbi, master.
Yep.
You know, they love the glory that it comes with being on a top position. But really, when somebody, well, the scriptures say it, when the greater thou art, the more humbler you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, because what? The Most High, he can give you all that knowledge, and then overnight he can take it all away.
Yep.
Okay? We're supposed to be uplifting that brazen serpent. We're supposed to be uplifting Yahweh Shai. We're supposed to be looking upon him to be healed. Okay? Not man, or your leader telling you all you gotta do is work free. Keep the law. We already did that. And Jake went off. We can't keep the law.
We did that already.
We did that already. Right?
Well, that's why the book of Isaiah says that the whole head is sick. It's like an ox knows his owner and the ass is master's crib, and Israel does not know. My people do not consider. They don't consider that salvation was right before them, man. It was like that during the time when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, man. Here it is. He's the one. He's the first spirit ever created. He came down to his own creation, was humiliated. Just because whenever he came on the scene, he didn't have this grandiose birth about him. you know, even though it was prophesied how it was going to come on the scene, but they, you know, he didn't come. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He came loaded.
It was spiritual.
It was spiritual, man.
And that's the whole thing that the Most High wanted us to learn, that it's spiritual, not physical. Okay? And learning honor comes before, I mean, humility comes before honor. Right? We're down here to be humiliated first before we get that high honorable position. And that high honorable position is going to be for eternal.
And how Shai was humiliated.
That's it.
Now he's about to get his honor.
That whole on the cross, that was all a humiliation ritual.
It was just a humiliation. You know, it was just the way he had to go. It wasn't really a ritual. It was just, you know, the Lord. That's the way the Lord wanted him to go. You know.
Hey, like Peter wasn't like the apostle said, it wasn't a ritual person, but he got humiliated.
Yeah.
Peter
Peter
got humiliated.
too. Yeah.
That was sad, man.
Yeah.
You know, thinking that you ready for a certain position, and then it just comes up, you ain't ready, and you get your pride beat down. But the thing about him, he was humiliated, but he had enough integrity to get back up and keep going.
That's it. Because
like
of who he was.
So like the brother going into, you gotta sometimes you'll get beaten down in your spirit, but it's for your betterment, it's for you ultimately making on that change. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people have put themselves in a position where they can't be told no. And you need that. Sometimes you need to be told, bro, stop. Nah, bro, you're not gonna do that. We ain't gonna go there. But when you put yourself in a leadership position and you a child, little boy, then you gonna do boyish stuff and childish stuff. Right? Childish stuff. To where, you know, you talking crazy to a female and you think that's just okay. You're not being circumspect at all. Even if, bro, you gotta think, you fooling with a female, this woman can turn on you, bro. But if you ain't thinking about persecution and you in la land, man, anything can go.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures say, teach not thy wife an evil lesson against thee.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be just sitting up with this. You know, sometimes I just feel like I'm a unicorn. Like, nigga, no.
No.
Like, no, I was being I'm sorry, I was being
Not the wet unicorn.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's what he was on. Sometimes he feel like a nut, sometimes he don't.
God damn.
So what it really comes down to is that really the Most High didn't choose it. It's being made plain, but ultimately everybody's going to see who the true prophets are eventually in the very near future. All right, when the Most High, you know, he comes down on the earth with judgment is going to make everything manifest. Right?
And then the scriptures speak about Yahweh Shai, so we're speaking about that. It said, despising the shame, but for the glory set before him, he endured it.
You got to despise the show.
Yeah.
That's a rite of passage, man. You know, catching hell is a rite of passage. You know, like that's hell is ordained to you. If you're not catching hell, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if everything is all good and the world loves you, that means that the world is you.
And both sides, to add to that, both sides will set these guys up. They won't have no ailments. They'll have a clear mind. You know, they'll be able to wake up in the morning. They can eat whatever. They can drink Pepsi and Coke all day long. Yeah. And be able to quote this scripture, quote that scripture. You know, be able to run 5 miles. You know, they don't. The world doesn't come against them like that. You know, they be have 4 or 5 wives. You know,
I took her from a 1-bedroom apartment, put her in a 5-bedroom crib.
you see?
Beautiful.
So the Lord, he'll actually set these guys up to where you know, Satan is not coming at them like that. Satan's protecting them and giving them what it will reminds me of the scripture. I believe it's in Peter. The Lord he knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation and how to preserve the wicked for the destruction. When you go into that word, I believe it's preserved. It's is it tereo? I believe it's tereo in the Greek, which means to attend to carefully, guard, to protect. So the Lord will allow the wicked to do what they're going to do to fulfill prophecy all for at the end to come in and destroy. Okay, so he'll allow them to be able to not have ailments, not for their women to come against them, not for their children to come against them, not for their bank account to come against them. The demons don't jump on their car. Okay, they have a clear mind. Okay, that the world doesn't come against them. All right, just so they can fulfill that lie. They feel good if they, you wake in the morning, they feel good, but they just spring out of the bed. Jake wake, damn man, take like 10 minutes just to get, you drinking juices and shit, you drinking teas, trying to get right.
Taking tinctures.
Taking tinctures. Jake got like 20 tinctures, taking tinctures and shit. They got a super tincture.
You gotta twist like a pretzel. Try to get some relief.
Stretching and shit.
All goddamn day long.
Yeah, all day, just to try to get some relief, so you can, try to get a video done. And then these guys, they just fucking all night long do a 4-hour live show, just talking bullshit, getting super chats, getting money, and feeling good, man. All right, but that fulfills a lot of the false prophet. Okay.
Most like gave over to that reprobate mind, to where the various places they seem to have destroyed that money, the females, the accolades, the fame, all that led to that means destruction.
First John chapter 4, verse 5. It says, they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them.
Oh, because just to go back on this guy Alizé, when he talks to his congregation, he calls them niggas. That's of the world. Yeah, my niggas. I love you niggas. I talk to niggas well. I love my niggas. It's still that same worldly mixed in with the truth. Can you read that again, Uncle Michelle?
1 John 4 and 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world.
See, they speak of the world. Right? They have the same. What's next?
I'm about to say, that sounds like some shit from back in the 70s. Hey, but I see why. The man had that old ass, was that a Lincoln?
Like an LTD.
Yes, you're into that.
1 John 4 and 5, it says they are of the world.
They are of the world. See? It really comes down to that. And they speak of the world. That's why when they speak, they'll have 20,000 views. And all those comments will be good words. Oh, you broke it down. Tawada, thank you. All praise to the Most High. I love this. Thank you, got me through my day. Keep going. Don't let them bring you down. They're the false prophets. They keep bigging you up. Okay, Satan keeps you going. With all the smooth words.
Yep.
That's it.
Got it, baby.
Yeah,
Boy, you up that blow.
Making you think that you're on the right path. Because you would think, right, if somebody's coming against you and the world is coming against you, that you're on the wrong path. That's the mind of this world. But it's actually the opposite. If the world is speaking good to you, all right, that means you're on the wrong path. And the world is coming against you, that means you're on the right path. Okay? And what's the prime example of your outside?
It said they speak of the world and the world heareth them because they're of the world.
Because they're of the world.
Well, you gotta observe the masses and do opposite. Right. What you see everybody else doing in this world, if you do opposite of what they're doing, you're on a better track than them.
Well, that's the scriptures. The scriptures is the exact opposite of what the trajectory of this world. Okay? Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. This world, everything in this world that's deemed good, uplifted, is actually abomination in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. And you got certain men that come into this truth and they bring that with them. They bring the old nigga with them because that's of the world, and they're going to be well accepted. All right, because when you truly come to serve Yahweh Shai, you're going to be tempted. You're going to lose things. You're going to be plagued. Satan is going to come at you, man. Okay? You think you're going fucking crazy. All right, you losing family, you losing relationships, losing jobs, losing your fucking health. Okay, and you still gotta continue to serve the Lord. All right, and not curse the Most High like what Job's woman told him to. My grace is sufficient for you. Okay, but see, all that is building us up for this end, man. All right, building us up for so when all that tribulation comes, when that flood comes in, we're hardened. Okay, we're stable. We've been energy. We've been working our legs. We've just been working, just working upper body. But that's what's shown, the upper body. You got the arms, the shoulder, you got the chest, a nice shirt on. But then you got the long shirt, the long shorts, or not shorts, the pants, sweatpants. Your legs skinny as hell.
All your power, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to like combat sports, it comes from your hips. You know what I'm saying? Even boxing, your strength is gonna come from your hips to your core. Twerking, moving, you're pivoting. But if you only been working out the upper body, you can get tired. You've been hitting up, but ways you go in there and you try to, do actual combat sport. Hey, you're done.
Yeah, they want to work. They work in things that are seen of men. The outward appearance, basically. But what about the foundation? Okay, and when your foundation is not Yahweh Shai, then it's a 100% chance that you're going to fail. That what is that? Matthew the 7th chapter, when those winds come and that storm come, that tempest. All right, because you didn't build your house upon that rock, man. Okay, and that rock is what's going to get us through these times. All right, when the MOTV is coming, and one thing they don't speak about the MOTV. These false groups, they don't bring emphasis on prophecy. All right, which we get made fun of for bringing out prophecy too much. We get made fun of for calling on the name of Yahweh and why Yahweh Shai too much.
Let me bring this up for you. Let me finish this up for you. Okay. Verse 6. We are of the Most High.
See, we are of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says, he that knoweth Yahweh Shai heareth us.
See? And the Most High is dealing with a few good men. Okay? He's not dealing with the masses. Okay? His message actually would not be well accepted amongst our people. Okay? It will be looked down upon, it will be frowned upon.
Right.
Okay? And the servants would be looked at as enemies, enemy combatants. All right? They're the reason why we're in this state. This is the reason why black people are looking at us like this. When all we do is we're built so-called black and Hispanic culture.
Man, fuck black people, man. Fuck black people, fuck Mexican people, fuck Indian people. That's not who the Lord has chosen. He's not choosing black people or Mexicans or Indian people, man. He's choosing Israelites specifically, the elect, man. That's it.
Man, we get blamed for everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, you gotta make black people look better. Yeah.
Fucking Kamala Harris didn't get elected. It's our fault.
Yeah.
Trump got in office. It's our fault.
Everything's our fault.
The world is polluted. It's our fault.
Yep.
All this trash in the ozone layer, you gotta blame
Great Millstone.
Great Millstone.
You got space debris. Great Millstone. Fucking Great Millstone.
Yep.
That big ass island of plastic in the ocean.
He's
That's
gonna do
it's
that.
GMS's fault.
Right. Luca left Dallas. Luca left Dallas.
If GMS wasn't out there, he would still be there.
Damn.
Hey, that's what the scripture says.
Get the break.
Hey, the scripture says we the
Hey,
offscouring of the world.
Salaka, SpaceX just blew up. It's our fault. GMS fault.
Everything is our fault. But I see that because we're against this world.
Food, egg prices are going through the
Yeah,
roof.
that's our fault.
GMS
the
fault.
egg shortage.
Right.
But the C-19, that was our fault. We was in the lab
Damn.
trading shit.
Right.
Shit.
You know?
I see why Yahweh said he didn't endure to the end, the same shall be saved. God
Yeah,
damn.
they said the Apostle Paul, they was like, is this the same guy? This guy turned the whole world upside down.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Turn the world upside down, man.
Well, really, right side up.
Yeah.
But it's upside down to them. Because this is bizarre.
Somebody put GMS did it.
GMS did it.
GMS did it.
You know?
Go ahead.
It says, we are of the Most High, verse 6, 1 John 4:6. We are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not
There we
us.
go. That's it. It's really not a hard concept to believe or to understand. That's it.
I was saying all the time. They have ears to hear, let them hear.
Because it is unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. All right. So the Most High was always a separation. Yahweh, if God so loved the world, why didn't the Lord just say, you know, I'm gonna create everybody the same, or I'm gonna send my son down, he's just gonna gather everybody up, you know, give them kisses, give them hugs. But the whole time they say that, the same people, they actually, they're the reason for Yahweh Shai going on the cross and dying.
That's right.
So the world was actually against Yahweh Shai. Okay, which the world, hey, the servant is not above his master.
Came into the world and the world loved it, and the world loved him.
And that world is cosmos.
And we gotta do a lesson like that. GMS did it.
GMS did it. That's a lesson. That's a series of lessons.
Yeah.
You know, everything that happened, GMS did it.
Right.
You know?
It'd be kind of sitting like the pollution. I guess we did
Yep.
that. Yeah. We very clever.
We got a hole in the ozone layer, and it's our fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we spit too much hot fire for that. It says, last part of the verse, hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Beautiful.
There's
Beautiful.
only two spirits. The spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
That's it. There's no in between.
There's no in between. The Most High is black or white, hot or cold. All right, because look, it's that leaven. If you just got a dash of leaven, that whole lump is bad now.
Trash.
It's trash. Okay, because it's going to rise. Right? So you gotta have note. Well, we're coming into the Passover. Passover's about to come.
Yeah. Next
Okay?
week.
Next week. We right there. And during the time of the Passover was what? Death.
Yeah.
Judgment.
It's gonna be a blood moon eclipse of Passover.
And it'll be the Sabbath at the same time.
Sabbath, blood moon. You know, we're going into March, which is very big, like at the time of war.
Full moon.
Full moon. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wouldn't even be surprised. Yeah, Mars, yeah. Like the Ides of March and things of that nature, man.
Ides of March, yep.
Yeah. We in a heavy time, man.
Yeah. This is the most this is the time of the most wars.
Yeah, okay.
March.
Yeah, March.
That goes back to Mars, the god of war.
Yep.
They would fight during coming into the springtime, like outside.
Yeah.
Into the spring. You know, but it's all spiritual, man. And that goes back to like Rome. You know, so a lot of things. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing. We were going into the law earlier, man. And ain't nobody keep the Passover 100% perfect.
Thanks.
You know, you niggas over here talking about the law, this, that, and that. Y'all gonna go to a venue, had a Passover, but y'all, I guarantee y'all gonna take y'all ass home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna sleep there.
Yeah, sleep there.
Yeah, the Passover with mixed fabric.
You know, you gotta have a lamb, a 1 year old blemished.
Yeah.
Okay, are you raising that lamb?
Yeah, we had access to that.
And then that lamb that you got, if you got to halal, they praying over that lamb.
Yep. Exactly. That's like you going to the shambles to get your meat.
That's it.
You know, so we out of there, bro.
Which further just shows you that we are completely finished if we don't have Yahweh Shai. That just puts a even greater emphasis on the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. Okay?
Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man.
You have what is that, Matthew 25. The 10 virgins, 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. Okay? So those that actually hear the sayings of Yahweh Shai, which are contained in the scriptures, and they have to be broken down the right way, you will be likened unto a wise man that what?
which built his house upon a rock.
Yeah, built his house upon a rock. And if you know any, I mean, these are basic concepts that anybody can understand. You don't even have to be a carpenter to know that you have to build your house on a good foundation.
Right.
A solid foundation. Okay? So if your faith, if your understanding of the truth is not built upon a solid foundation, which is Yahushua, okay, it's gonna go.
Right.
It's gonna go
And the
south.
rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon their house, and it fell not.
Because you're gonna have many different events that are gonna happen in this truth to try to get you out of the truth. Whether you're gonna suffer loss. So that can also be synonymous of the winds and the tempest and the storm coming. Okay, you lose your job. This happens. You fucking fall sick almost unto death.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just gonna say, as you get older in this truth, man, certain relationships that you had at the beginning, those relationships change, man. Brothers fall out. You know what I'm saying? More responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Different, you know what I'm saying, schisms that had to be rectified.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, things that you go through, you know, personally, developing, you know what I'm saying, becoming a better person, being more certain, whatever that the Most High needs you to add on. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to go through those changes, man.
Yep.
A lot of times people get tired of that change, like, damn, you know, each time that, my little time I've been, each time that there was more requirements or things had to be stepped in the spirit, that made people fall off.
Yeah. So the impurity, hey, it hurts to have the impurity burned out of you, man. Okay, the different things that we go through is to refine us, man. We're being refined in the furnace of adversity. That's how the Most High gets down. He don't refine you by giving everything that you want.
Right.
He puts you through very uncomfortable situations to the point where you're like, damn, I don't know if I can take this.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, Lord.
You know, you contemplating like this, you know? You know, what the fuck? You know? But the Lord will take you to that, you know, you gotta get to that edge, man.
Yo, let's see what you're gonna do. You gotta get taken to the edge to see what you're gonna do. You know, am I gonna keep on going despite of or whatever that of is? You know what I'm saying?
The Lord's gonna test your foundation.
Yep.
You know? He gonna test your chin, basically.
Chin chicken.
You know? You got a good chin, can you take a punch?
Yep.
Because you gonna have to take a punch. As a fighter, if you going in the ring, you know you're gonna get hit.
Yep.
It's impossible for you not to get hit. That's the name of the game. All right, but you want to hit and not be hit. You want to minimize the amount of damage you take, but you will take damage. Are you going? Some people get hit one time. I've seen it in the gym. They get hit one time, they're gone. It was too much for them. You know?
All that guy who's been grinding, just get tired. You got to go to that next level. Okay, you got the amateur. You got to go now. It's time to go to that next level. It's time to compete. You know what I'm saying? And you know, some people like, man, I ain't got time for this. I got a wife, kid. I ain't got time to be just fighting cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't in the boxing gym, you cheat. That's what my coach would tell me. If you're not in the boxing gym, you cheat. You ain't, same thing like with this truth. If you ain't reading the word, you cheat. if you ain't doing a sit down, you cheat. If you ain't engaged, you cheat. You know what I'm saying? And the curse of this world, man, you know, as you get older, it can take you out. Same thing with boxing. Somebody get older, it's like, well, I want some money, man. I can't, this boxing stuff is cool, but I gotta get paid. Things will take you out. Things will weigh on you. You know what I'm saying?
The burden is like the burden of the word. The word is a heavy burden, and certain individuals that can't bear that burden. And as you get deeper into the truth, the Most High requires more. It's more of a burden. But the mindset is not, oh, the burden is too heavy. No, the mindset is to get stronger to be able to bear the burden.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
It says cast your burdens upon you.
Right.
So you gotta bear the burden, but at the same time, when you bear the burden, you understand that you know somebody else can bear it with you, like your Shine son.
Like you said, birds on you can fall. So you don't fall into your own self. Say, I did it, or I did it wrong.
praying to Yahweh outside, utilize and pray. You know, whatever you're going through, ask Yahweh. Don't ask the Lord to take the throne away. Ask Yahweh outside to give you the strength to get to endure it. Man. That ultimately makes it work.
That's it.
And you're not fighting as one that's beating the air. You're fighting for that championship. Just want to throw that out there. Verse 25. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not. For it
beat upon your faith. You know, this is a battle. We talk about, you know, comparing it to boxing, actually fighting, which is great. But this is a spiritual battle. Paul spoke about that in Ephesians the 6th chapter. You know, how we fight against. We fight not against flesh and blood. We fight against spirits, man. We literally fight against spirits on a daily basis. It's a non-stop battle. It's not like, you know, you in the gym, you know, you do your couple of rounds and you out. You ain't got to worry about it no more. You go relax and watch Netflix, eat a burger. Right. This is a constant fight, man. Satan's always there. That's why your defense has to be up. So you got to have that sword. You got to have, above all, you got to have that shield, man. Okay?
So Satan take no coffee breaks. He got the coffee, sipping the cup, looking at you. Still drinking the coffee, looking at you. Take no breaks.
Like you in the fight, like they talk about the fight. You know, you go back to your corner, you sit down, you know, you get, they checking on you, giving you water, man, you going over there doing push-ups and shit, doing body squats, and you're like, oh shit, this nigga ain't stopping.
That's what George Foreman used to do. Just to make sure that he would stand up between rounds because he knew that was like a mental factor.
Yeah. Psychological.
Yeah.
That's psychological warfare.
Yep.
You know, standing up. Like I ain't tired. You know, that plays in your opponent's head, man.
Just like Satan. Satan looks like he's strong, but he really ain't. He ain't got that much control like you think.
Go ahead.
Yep. I'll start verse 25 again. St. Matthew 7:25. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
That was founded upon a rock. What is that rock? That's Yahweh Shai. Okay, go ahead.
And everyone that hears.
So when things come at you, right? It doesn't matter. You call upon Yahweh Shai and rely on Yahweh Shai, no matter how bad the situation is. Ultimately, you're gonna come out of that situation on top. All right, your faith is going to be restored and actually strengthened. Like Yahweh Shai told Peter, Satan desired to shift you. I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. And basically, when you right, you get your brother right. Strengthen your brother. So when you go through actual situations, you damn, why am I going through this? But the whole time, yeah, you get purified, yes, and things will come out of you. But also for you to actually help other men as well, help the brotherhood, help the body.
If I can add on to that real quick, that's so heavy because look at Joseph. Joseph was put through hell. You know, he was put through hell, and the Lord had him go through that so that ultimately the nation of Israel could be saved in the long run. So not a lot of times, you could actually be going through a scenario situation in your life, and the Lord could be putting you through that situation so that you can have the experience to help another brother get through.
Well, what did Paul say? I endure all things for the elect's sake. Right. Well, Yahweh Shai is the perfect example. Look what he went through. The worst of the worst. Also that we can be able to do this and then ultimately enter into the kingdom and have everlasting life. All right, so there's a sacrifice. And whatever portion of the Most High gives us, we gotta bury it. We can't bitch up.
Gotta take up their cross.
Well, yeah, the Lord said, hey, if you cannot be my disciple if you don't pick up that cross and bear it. And what did that cross represent? That burden. All right, that hell, that affliction. And certain men can't bear that cross. Well, look at it's gonna go into. But look at Sakari. What happened when that so-called flood and the tempest came and the rain came? He stepped down. You are a head of a whole organization. People literally rely on you. They're looking at you for spiritual guidance, and you just say, "I gotta go."
Yep.
Well, you just left the sheep out there for the wolves.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Like the shepherd and the sheep.
If you were in the right, you will be justified by Yahweh Shai. And ultimately, it will seem like it's shame, but at the end, it will be glory. Right. If you endure it.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not.
You got a lot of Israelites like that. They say, you know, they worship the Most High. Oh, all praise to the Most High. Christ bless. You know, yeah, keep it under commandments. You gotta wear your fringes. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. But the whole time these are niggas, man. The whole time these are hypocrites. Right. All right, they say one thing out of their mouth, but they do something completely different. You can't tell me that's not the black community. Okay? Go ahead.
And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be.
So like, because you have certain people, you know, the Bible is a good book. You know, there's some good sayings in it. You know, I feel man wrote it, but you know, I think it's good. But the whole time they said they don't even keep those sayings that they say is good.
Right, which is a law unto them. Exactly. It says in Romans the 2nd chapter, even with the Gentiles, what they do naturally is a law unto them. So you got Jake, they know stealing ain't right. They know killing ain't right. They know lying ain't right. They know committing adultery ain't right. Sleeping with another man's woman ain't right, but they do it anyway.
Like they said, Romans 10:3, you want to go about to establish your own righteousness. Right? In fact, do not walk according to this rule, like it speaks of in Galatians. You got to walk towards this rule and bring you peace, man.
Okay, verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man.
Foolish man. Okay, you got a lot of foolish amongst our people. All right, that have lip service. Okay, go ahead.
Which build his house upon the sand.
Well, look at these other Israelite camps. Really, their foundation is built upon sand because it's crumbling and it's falling right before the whole world to see. The Most High is going to break them all up. Right. Just like he did the ICGJC. He broke that organization up. Why? Because that foundation was not built upon a rock. And that only the rock is not Jesus Christ. Well, IUIC is built upon Jesus Christ. How can your organization be built upon a false God and prosper?
Yeah. They just blackwashing like the whole Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blackwash. You know they whitewashed the Messiah, the true Messiah, the Howard shop, but now they with that image and with that understanding they blackwash it. You know, and now that church essentially is a prosperity church with the Israelite twist.
It's nothing but a black church.
Yeah.
That's all that it is, with an Israelite twist.
Israelite twist. Yeah.
That's all that it is. It ain't nothing. They literally call on Christ. Okay, they wear t-shirt garments. They wear purple. It's literally set up just like they in league with Rome. They have the 501c3 charter, and really their charter was Islamic. Right. What's about that? Right. Just so they can get those tax exemptions, just so they can be lined up with the state. Okay, they can usurp program. Well, they can actually pass out. They go to prisons. Right. They actually what do they call it? Evangelize in prisons.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And think about it like, say for instance, you had like a group home, you know, a place where these people, non-profit, these people come in and get housing. The government will give you vouchers to housing. You're making some cash.
You got a big bag. Okay.
Two to a room, forget about it. 800 a head. Make that money. Okay. You know? Back to it. I'm gonna read straight through it. I got two verses I'm gonna read straight through. And everyone that hears these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And it rained the city, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
Great. Yep.
Perfect. Time.
Great fall. You're gonna see a lot of grit that's gonna have a great fall, man. Why? Because they were never rooted on that chief cornerstone, man. You know, that foundation. There's no foundation that a man can lay that has no lay already.
Build a perfect structure, it starts with that cornerstone. That's how you build your way up and that, you know. Without that, you're gonna be unbalanced.
Yeah. Building made. really building in vain if you building something.
I was looking at Todd. You look for. I'm looking for. That would be considered a cluster right here. This is Ravina. It's right here. See how it's
keeps everything.
Everything's kind of like built around that chief cornerstone. That's who the word English called Jesus. His name is Yahweh. That's who he is.
It's a pillar.
Hey, well, you know, we're going to get it there. We're going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash.